goodness. Woo! That was cool.
haven't had the mic on this whole time. I'm just sitting here looking like an idiot. Let's pull this back up. Let's pull this back up. Hello? Hello, my friends. Hello, my friends. Hold on. I must turn that screen off for a moment. I need to get my items on the screen. But I need to get the items on the screen on this side. We can go back here for the moment. For the time being. Alright, love it. So... RPO. Oh, I realize this. I do. So we had one which not sure. Let me jot down a piece of information. See if I can get a solid answer for my friend here. See if we can get a solid answer for my friend here. A solid organized answer, shall we? Where's the other piece here? Where is that piece? Where is that piece of data? Where is it? Where is it? I must see it. I believe it was this. Hiya, are you gonna load? Are you not gonna load? You're gonna make me sad? You're gonna make me sad? Sad Lars? Nothing but a sad, sad, sad. Nothing but a sad, sad, sad. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We gotta get this done. Alright. So the intended was 14. Alright, now I just had to cross-reference this from what I was looking at earlier. I just have to cross-reference this from what I was looking at earlier. I need to get myself a quality be right back image. Honestly. A quality be right back image. What do you think? I will be right back. Oh! I'm back. Oh, hello. Oh my god, what's going on here? What's going on here? Alright, let's finish looking this quality. Psst, are you doing a secret stuff? Yeah, we're doing secret stuff. Here, watch. Watch this. Ooh, what's that? I wouldn't suggest doing it yet. If you do a smaller number, it might take your money and give you nothing. But it's getting close. It's getting close. I had to run off and do, well, I'm finishing up a question from my co-worker that I didn't have a quality answer pre-set aside. Just getting that real quick here for him. Just real quick like. Okay, and the count. Let's just double check this real quick. How are you doing this fine evening, Spiraling? How are you doing, my friend? My friend, indeed. Huh. It's a lot lower number than I expected. Good. 2 more numbers. Alright, that's good. And the last number. You're freezing. Why are you freezing? It's not that cold outside. Are you crazy? Aren't you from Michigan? Aren't you from Michigan?
Daddy?
Yes, Alexander.
Which one's the Wi-Fi here?
This one. And the password isn't ridiculously long. There's no way I can read it off to you. I'll help you in a minute. I'm working on something right now. Alright, alright, so the answer here looks pretty obvious, but the answer there, not so much. Alright, let me pass a piece of information along. So, the final, latest information. Yeah, we'll just say from what I'm seeing, the controller stock is correct. So I'm not sure how. Huh. Blankets are always an amazing thing. Blankets are amazing.
Oh my god, it's woman eating cake. It's woman eating cake.
stock levels indicate that the controllers are correct. Oh my, oh my. So close. Sorry, I'm doing all this stuff now off the screen instead of on the screen. Instead of on the screen. Why? Why does this happen? Because mistakes. Because mistakes were made. I'll take your word for it, my friend. I'd say, not here they showed me. Roger. Our numbers are right in the store. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but if it's being reassigned, then it's being reassigned. Okay. Available to take here, create removal order. So what are you up to today, Spiraling? This evening? I say today, when it is this evening. What are you up to this evening? Besides coming by to say hello to us. Besides coming by to say hello. This, and we gotta change this to 0.4. That's great. All the rest of that's good. 2 of these. Great. Good. Create. All that's looking good. Good. Success. Being a bum. Nice. Nice. I'll be a bum someday. I mean, I guess I'm always sort of a bum. I'm just a really busy bum. Rum bum bum tidda bum bum bum. Alright, so the last time I ran an equip, let's try it again. An equip 100. We get this bogus math statement. We have extra numbers on here, though. Maybe there's another piece of confusion. Still going, still trying, figuring something out. Hang in there. Alright. So... yeah, 0.4. So this is a 46 is gray. And 48 then is the colored. Color. And a 46 is a SNES 30, whereas it's a SFC 30. 48 color SFC 30. And the gray, which is the 46, is SNES 30. Let's look back at this SF 30. SN 30. All right, just a moment more. Just a moment more. When I tell you. Pretty sure you have a lot to keep you busy right now, so just take a moment. Keep yourself busy. Okay. We want to look here. Inventory. Manage FBA. Hello, I. Good evening. Sorry, I'm side tasking real quick to finish getting some information for a issue we're trying to get corrected. 046. So 48. Somehow they have their skew switched. CTR 046 is the non-colored key controller. SN30. CTR 048 is the colored SF30. Hey. So I was trying to get this done, and it's halfway there. But it's not quite working on the true statement. The false statement's fine, but once the true statement is good, then you can start investing some Joulars into equipment, which will then translate into the new journeys and the championships and the other various bits and pieces. Soon. Let me turn this down. This is a little lot loud. There we go. So you can start squirreling it away. There's nothing to use it on right now, but it will protect your Joulars so that when it goes live, you'll already have that equipment available and ready. Right? Different things going on all over the place. It's possible that someone pulled a switcheroo on the listing, but I don't have any way to know if that's for sure. Either way, at least it's an easy fix. what is the easy fix for that one? Okay. All right. This equip command sort of works hand in hand with the championship as well as the journeys, and it was a quicker one, so I'm like, oh, you know, let's just hammer this out real quick. Let's just hammer this out real quick. So I want to see something. I want it to tell me what something is after it makes it. So let's do this. You know, maybe I'll shut myself up so I'm not talking over myself. How do you think? How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that? Now let's see what it says. At equip 50. And Lars purchased 50 Julars worth of new equipment to use on their journey. 50. Okay. So that's correct. So the statement of adding the equipment is good. But I don't think it's just not writing properly. Let me go back to our folder. Let's take a look at our SBV folder. We're going to take a look at I am Lars. Oh my god, his file is a mess. Alright, we're going to delete this file. And we're going to run the command again at equip 532,000. Okay, so now I have a file. It's nice and clean. It's properly made. We have the user file. So that part is working great. So the first part of the code is phenomenal. Alright, so we're good there. Then we get to the second part of the code. What up, professional Nako drinker? Nako drinker. How you doing today, friend? We're doing a little bot programming, chilling, working on the side. Just basically having a good time, getting some stuff going. We're setting up an equipment, a champion system, and then a new questing system for our bot action fun time for our stream. First, we're just knocking out some basic equipment. Super basic, but good enough for today. Then we'll finish up our champion system so that you can challenge the champion for stream champion. And then someday in the future, we'll jump onto the journeys, the quests, if you will, and we will see what we can find. But right now, my stuff is not writing right, and that's going to be in the overwrite command that's screwing up there. This is a secret stream. Don't tell anyone. Shh. No one must know. No one must know. If you do, they'll have to send the gators after you. The gators. Alright. So we got the right files. So that part's good. Got the drive, got the right location, we have the right file name. We already know that that's good. We have the right information there. We should have the right new line statements. We have the right variables. That looks all correct. CVAR, then we have a new line, then we have journey wins, and then we have journey streaks, and then we have championship wins, championship losses, and then a bunch of zeros. Now this true should erase the file. I want to do a test. We're gonna say CVAR streak, which would be the last thing we're writing right here we're gonna put in test, and I'm going to copy this code. I'm gonna place it right in. We're gonna see. Oh, hello. Don't yell at me, please. You will hurt my feelings. You will make me cry. And nobody likes it when a grown man cries. I think we want to use CVAR viewer. I mean, we set up the CVAR viewer so that we can target who we want when we're writing. So we're going to use CVAR viewer, which we're going to want to go ahead and copy and paste. So we're changing the variable. Basically, I'm trying to... The programming in this is so limited. It's like trying to build with only 5 different types of Legos trying to build a house. And you can do it if you do it just right and you take your time. But especially ugly crying. What about invisible little... Oh man, you can almost see it like it's there. Oh man, it's showing up. That's great. It's just showing up as a light green. What about invisible crocodiles? Ninja crocs? Ninja crocs? Alright. I'm going to save this. We're going to go ahead and run this command. Oh man, feeding the crocs. It's a dangerous move, It's a dangerous move. You never know what can come from that. Alright. So where the heck did this write file? Or this... I don't... That's unnecessary. Alright, so we're going to save that. Let's take a look at the file. What did it do to our file? It should have erased it and rewrote it with the proper information. But instead, it just did all sorts of wacky things. So I injected the word test halfway through. It's supposed to write a number, line break, write a number, line break, write a number, line break, all the way through. But then it fails. It actually fails right where I put the word test. Let me try this again. I want to see what it does if I do it a second time. And I'm spending all my money. Actually, I'm not. I'm not spending any money. I'm not spending no money. I don't got money for that. Okay, so it's writing. So confused. It's writing to line 7. How is it skipping all of these lines and writing all the way down here in this like far deep down line? I don't quite understand. So we have maybe there's something in this command. I mean, I would love for it to be able to actually write to a specific line. That would allow me to simplify this to a degree. I mean, I guess it's not bad the way that it is. Whenever I rewrite the user data file that contains all of your statistics, I can't just say rewrite this line of code or this statistic. I have to say copy the whole thing into memory and overwrite the whole file, but change this number to this. So it rewrites the whole file every time, which is fine. I mean, it's not a huge thing to do. It's only 10 lines or 10 digits. But it's not working the way that I expect it to work. It's not working the way that I would expect it to work. Where is it? Write file. Alright, write file, path name, that's all good and golden. Text, false. last. Alright, so the third variable is optional and can be true or false to determine if it will overwrite the file or not. If set to false, the fourth variable can be used either or last, can be used either first or last to write to the beginning or the end of the file. Note, using a $NL will split the text into multiple lines. That's what we're using. We're using a $NL. That should work just fine, but it ain't not doing it. Alright, so file start, NL, random number, false first. Let me just put what they did in here and see what it does. I mean, this is gonna totally break what I was trying to have it do, but I'm curious if it will react the way that they're saying that it will. Alright, so their file start, NL, random number, false first. So we're gonna save this, and then we're gonna run this, equip 33. Oh, I should also take that test information out. Alright, let me close this. We're gonna open this back up. Pretty sure it didn't do anything. Text, file start, NL, random number. Something erased the file. I'm gonna just take it out. Let's try this again. You know what, I really should just program this in Unity. This is sort of back-asswards to do it this way, guys. And it would be so powerful if I just did it. Alright. Now that's funny how it was too slow to pull the data. It was too slow to pull the data. It did create the file, but it created the file with a momentary delay, so the rest of the command failed. Now that would only could happen on the first attempt. But it did create the file. Okay, so but it was doing that before, so that's really not a surprise. Creating the file was not a surprise. What was a surprise is, let's see, so we're going to read equipment. And what is equipment read file line for? I'm going to manually add, oh, I closed it. Why did I close it? I closed the file with all my user files. So line 4, we're going to say we have 43. I'm typing on the wrong keyboard. All right, so we have 43. We're going to say equip 43. No, we're going to say 45, which would be 88 if this works properly. Okay, so it's reading the file perfectly fine. It is digging into your user file. It's saying you have 43 equipment value right now. You bought 45, now you have 48. Okay, so that's good. It's able to read the data, no problem. No problem, which means the command that's running, the first command, the statement, and the second command is working. So that really just comes down to with the writing command. So it does the math, that's great. We're showing the amount that we get, and then we are writing it back to the file. And this is where it is failing. This is where it's failing. So first off, I have the name right, correct? Yeah. The name is correct. I'm not that that dim. So it's all coming down to this file. And why will it not? And why is it erasing it every time now? I'm pretty sure this bot is just trying to mess with my head, guys. These ones, they're pretty comfortable. I can appreciate a more cushy chair, like just like a sinking in kind of chair, which this is not. But I mean, you've got like full reclining ability if you want to just lean back. The headrest is good. It comes with lumbar support if you need to. The reclining is good. It has a bit of a tilt to it. All in all, they're great. Are they worth a couple $100s? I don't think many pieces of furniture in my mind are worth a couple $100s, but I'm not upset that I did it. And you have to delete and relist an FBA. Well, you have to delete and relist FBA with a FBA, whatever the SKU is. I guess I meant easy, as in it's to dig to figure out. Thought that there might be some secret method to switch them otherwise. I will recall the parts and correct the listings. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna take this command right here. I'm gonna just put this into test. Except I'm gonna change this to user. Now this is a simple statement that they use, that they use in their help files. There's really no reason that this should not add to the beginning of this file a couple pieces of information. Okay, it did. It added pieces of information to this. So let me change this to true. True. And take out the word first. We don't need that. If it's true, it should overwrite the file. So now we're going to test again. Test. Now that should have erased the data file and just created one with the new data. Okay. And it worked. It worked. So why is the exact same thing working here and not somewhere else? Let's try this. Let's see if this breaks. $CVAR viewer. And then we're going to declare it right here. Set CVAR viewer to user. Okay. So it should be the exact same thing, except before it said 3327, and now it will say okay, it's still working. It's still working. Now I'm going to take this exact code that's working on our test command, and I'm going to inject it into our overwrite command, and then we're going to run this one more time. Equip 50. Did I break it? Did I done break it? I think the bot's angry, guys. She's ignoring me. She's like, you don't talk back to me. Who the hell do you think you are? Who the hell do you think you are talking to me like that? Alright, equip 45. Alright. Maybe it's breaking because we have the file. It shouldn't, though. Equip 45. Okay. Alright. So, I'm Lars. It created the file. But it won't overwrite it. I'm not sure why. Maybe the file's open. Because the file was opened earlier in the command, it's not closing it. I mean, if I go test right here, it should have just erased the file and created a new one, which it did. So I think the problem is, why are you loading someone's embarrassing moments? What is going on? I think the problem is that it cannot edit a file that was opened earlier in the same command and utilized. But I don't know that there's a way around that, because that works 100% of the time. But this, equip 45, opens up. That's good. I'm figuring this out. You just hang in there. You hang in there. I think I might know what's happening, but I don't know that there's a workaround for it. Equip 30. Okay, let's take a look what this wrote in here. It wrote nothing. Of course it wrote nothing because I overwrote the proper command. So there's no proper command to overwrite right now. Alright. So what I'm seeing, and I'm going to try and run this one more time. What I'm seeing is that wherever the last point that we read at on the file, or wherever, I don't know if it's the last time we read or the furthest we read into the file, it fails to overwrite at that point. So, can I work around? Let's try something. Let's try something right here. So we're gonna actually try to read the file, because earlier we were reading file, read file, and we're gonna get the proper location. So we're gonna read file, viewer.txt, and then we're going to put it at position 1. We're gonna read position 1, which should display position 1 on the screen. And now I'm curious, because before it was writing at the last variable. It was just adding on to the last point that we'd read, it was adding on. So now, where does it add on? Where does it add on? Let's take a look. Does it add on at the beginning on line 1 because that was the last place we read? Or does it once again add on line 10 because that was the furthest down the list we read? And, drum roll, I'm not even sure where that wrote. Okay, we're just gonna delete this and try again. At test, equip 55. That's fine. Here's our new file. I could make a register command at register, or maybe I can find a way to do that automatically, but anyways, equip, which would, a register command could create that data file for the user, which I could automate that as well. All right, so here we go. We've tried this. Let's see where it added the text. It didn't even touch the text. It would not add the text because it was not as far down the line as we went. Now I'm going to do one more test. We're going to verify that I'm correct with what's going on, and we're going to change the last line of text read to be the line 12. Oh wait, that was a terrible test because my syntax was bad. Let's test that again. Equip 66. All right, now that the syntax has been corrected, it's adding it to the end. Now let me change this to 12 and save it and see if it adds it down on line 12, because that was the last portion of the text file we read. And I bet you the answer is yes. Yes. Why is this here? There we go. Okay, anyways. Oh, I'm a hobby programmer. It's all logic statements, right? You say if this is this, go to this. If 1 equals 2, then jump up and down. But if 1 does not equal 2, slam your hand in the door. If I Am Iconic has more... If I Am Iconic's points are greater than 50, then I Am Iconic enters the journey. If his points are less than 50, so it's a lot of logical statements. It's just aligning them properly so that they work together, and that's the fun part. That's the challenge. I mean, the other challenge is that you have to figure out what the heck they are. But all right, so I don't know that I had changed that properly. Yeah, let's try this again. Equip. I don't think I hit save. 44. No, it's still reading off the last piece that's right there. Okay. All right. So I guess I'm not gonna be able to make progress on this unless they can give me an answer. Hello everyone. I have another fun one I hope to have answered. I am using text files to store user data for expanded stream interaction, and I am running into an interesting issue with the write file command. It seems that when used in when I use read file to pull the data from the user's txt file and store it in variables for use, and then use the @write file to write the new data over top of the old user txt file. It will not erase the original content and instead appends the new write command to the last read position of the file. New write over top of the old text file. It will not erase the original content. Instead, it appends the new write command to the last read position of the txt file. So this command gives me, let's see, leaves the original file data on there and adds this new write onto line 10 without using the page, or using the line breaks, let's say ignoring the line breaks on to line 10, the last variable read on the previous read command, ignoring the line breaks. Hobby programmer, he says. This knowledge gives you a leg up on like 85% of streamers on this platform. I've seen commands, but not on this level. What is for dinner? I was being a bum tonight. I ordered pizza. Hey, that's what Julia does when she's being a bum. I think that's what everybody does when you're being a bum, isn't it? Alright, let me read this through. Make sure it's legible. Hello, everyone. I have another fun one I hope to have answered. I am using txt files to store user data for expanded stream interaction, and I'm running into an interesting issue with the write file command. It seems that when I use the read file to pull the data from the user's text file and store it in variables for use, and then use the write file to write the new data over top of the old user text txt file, the Scorpbot is not erasing the original content and is instead appending the new write command to the last read position of the text file. So my command leaves the original file data on there and adds this new write onto line 10, the last variable read on the previous read command, ignoring the line breaks. All right, posted. It's dumb, posted. Let's see what we get back. Hopefully something. Hopefully something. But unfortunately, until that's fixed, that's the place I was stuck in the previous point. That's where I got stuck with the championship stuff. So if they can tell me how to work around this, then we can get it working. If they can't tell me how to get around this, then unfortunately the only thing I can do is dump all of this and start over from scratch in an actual programming package. Because if this is something we can't get past, then yeah, we're stuck, unfortunately. Alright, so we already have 0 available of all of those, which is great, but we have 2 available of these, 1 reserved for what? FC processing. Alright, so we're going to create removal order. Give it to me. 2 and 2.
1962.
Because this is my second day of not working out. Spiraling, I haven't worked out in like... Well, I worked out a little bit today, but otherwise I haven't worked out much in a while. So I don't think you should feel all that bad. Okay, it's already connected. I don't see what the problem was. Did you even try it?
It looked like it was locked.
Silly, silly boy. Alright, so we get this removal going. Unfillable and fillable. Place order. Job's done. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Looks good. Oh my god. Looks good.
Daddy,
Oh, looks good.
it's like there's no
I
Wi-Fi.
have them recalled.
Daddy, look.
It's connected to Wi-Fi. So if it's saying there, no internet connection, make sure Wi-Fi or cellular data is turned on. Wi-Fi is on and it's connected. And you have an address. So there's something wrong with the phone. But you know the great thing? Playing on phone sucks when you have a computer to play on. Especially when you have tons of actual real games to play. Real games. Like games on a computer. As opposed to these tiny little games on a phone. Well, you did work out. You had to lift and open the boxes of pizza. Is that a good workout, Xander? Lifting up boxes of pizza and opening them?
Can I use the other phone then? If this one doesn't work?
You can try, I guess. Hello, guys. Hello. I have no idea how long it's going to take these guys to respond. And that makes me sad. That makes me a sad puppy. I should be one of those streamers that just says hello to everybody who jumps in chat. You know, the bot of course recognizes any user that has a username. I felt sort of violated. I went into a stream. I think I got transferred to it on a host, and as soon as I loaded into the stream, the dude is like, "Hey, how you doing, JourneysTV?" I'm like, "Whoa, dude. Whoa, chill out. What is going on here? Don't we know streamer etiquette? You're not supposed to call out your freaking viewers until they say hey." But then I shut my mouth because, I mean, he had like 90 viewers, so obviously he's more built than we are, so I guess I can't complain too much. Can't complain too much because he was beating my butt. He had 10 times the viewers I have. Alright, can I forget this network? Yeah, most people do, which is the weird thing. I'm not sure why. I mean, I guess it is what it is. Like right now, just had like several people join in. But I'm not going to be like, "Hey, welcome to the stream." Right? You don't want to know that I'm looking at you. Yeah, I see you there. Oh. And then I get hosted. Now I can call you out. What's up, DangerXX TV? How you doing today? Welcome. Welcome. Thank you for the host. Thank you very much. You see? There we go. We just had another one. But he left already, right? So I'd be like, it's all about the creepy stairs. I know you're there. You were there. Rival Coronet. I saw you join, but you left. Oh my god. And now the follow. Thank you for that follow, DangerXXTV. I'm gonna have to give you another one. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see you in there. I got my eye on you. Well, shoot, guys. I thought I've been doing it all wrong. I see somebody join in, you know, as a viewer, and I'm just like, oh, hi, look, so-and-so, Rival Coronet 186, he joined up. Cool, maybe he'll say something, and I'll be like, hey, what's up? I should be like this. I see you, Rival. Where's my follow? Rival. What, I saw you. You can't go anywhere. I know you're there. I know you're there. You better give me a follow. I know where you are. I could follow you. I just did. I followed you. I know where you're at. I can see your every move. Your resources have been exhausted. Well, that's all right. Those were well-placed resources. Should I start doing that? Start just calling people out? I can try it for the next person who joins in. We have a really horrible conversion rate. I hate to say it, guys. A lot of people that are around my level seem to have like a 1 to 5 to 1 to 10 conversion rate. Like they'll have like 200 viewers, and they'll have like or excuse me, let's see, 800 viewers and like 8,000 views. So it's like a 1 to 10 ratio, or less than that, like 4,000 views. But we're like a little bit out. We're like on Mixer, for instance, we're at just over 200 now. I think DangerXX put us over by I think we're 203 now. 205 now. Well, shoot, we're amazing. But we got 3,100 views. 3,100 views, which means my face is not beautiful enough to keep you here. And I don't understand why that is. I just don't understand. Why is this not good enough to just grab every person who's coming in here? What's going on? Should I just zoom? Zoom more? Zoom more? What's going on here? I don't even understand. You might have added one follow. I think you might have. I think you might have pushed us up to 205. But there we go. We're at 205. What was our other number? We're at 205 with 3,100 views. So 3,100 divided, just say by 200. Simple math. We're at a 1 to 15 ratio. 1 to 15 ratio on our capture. So we're doing something wrong. We're doing something wrong. Here, one of the streamers I enjoy watching or listening to, cool person over on Mixer. Let me pull hers open, for instance. What do you mean something is wrong? I think they changed their username, and now like the direct link is not working. That doesn't make any sense. Hold on, my brain's hurting. All right, let's run this person's numbers. So they are sitting at 9,460 views. Obviously, they're doing pretty good. And they have 1,124 followers. They're at an 8.41% conversion ratio. That is double. That is double ours. And that's not a lone thing. Makes me feel a little sad inside. Now, perhaps it has something to do with the fact that sometimes I stream programming, and only cool people, like people who are in here right now, you know, are cool enough to be here. But it's a little wacky. Might have added one. Maybe you aren't obnoxious enough for the people, or spiraling, those emotes are used very strategically. Yeah, she is pretty good with those. She is pretty good with those. So I know perhaps I'm a guy, you know, I should have like more cleavage. Do you think if like I got a push-up bra and like wore a low-cut V-neck shirt and just sort of pushed it like right up there, do you think that might get us some more views, guys? What do you think? What if I didn't have my old man haircut? Remember that guy was in here the other day, he's like, yeah, he's like, your face looks like you're in your mid to late 20s, man, but your hair makes you look like you're in your late 30s or your 40s. I'm like, yeah. It happens, you know, you get older, your hair starts thinning out, starts falling out on top, and then starts growing out of your ears and your nose. Nothing you can do about it. It is what it is. He's like, no, not thinning hair. He says, your haircut. You have an old man haircut. Try everything once, says Danger X. Oh, God. Alright, guys, I don't know that I could pull myself to do that. I don't know. I don't know. Alright. Manual rank. Oh man, we could create custom ranks too. Yeah, I don't know how that works. Alright, let's see if we happen to get a reply. Nope. No replies. I'm gonna sort of be surprised if we get one anytime soon. Although I could go into the VIP room and post a reply and see if we get anything different. But I think posting the same thing in two places is probably considered bad manners. Get a Garen cut? No, bro, I can't get a Garen cut spiraling. That's not gonna work for me. I can't do that. I'm super lazy, thrifty, and cheap with my haircuts. So the way I do it is I get it cut down short, and then I do not cut it again. Usually for a year. Like right now, we are 2 months from the time I last cut my hair. I cut it back in June, or the end of May, or beginning of June last year. And I cut it down nice and short, spiked it up, had some good fun with that. And then I don't cut it again. It just grows out. This is just the natural way my hair grows out as it grows. And then I don't have to pay for haircuts but once every year. But I guess at this point in time, after I hit that 8 to 10 month period, it becomes an old man haircut. After that, you know, once it's after a year, I could actually pull it back and put it up in like a little man bun. But that's not for like another 4 months or so. I can't do the man bun for like 4 months. We're stuck. We're stuck. Alright, so what we're going to do, because we're not making any progress. We're not making any progress with our programming by talking about ourselves. To ourselves, about ourselves. I'm going to see if I can be amazing and somehow figure a way around this. Figure a way out around this. Are you saying Garen is high maintenance? Of course Garen is high maintenance, man. Transforming into Gandalf after 2 minutes. After 10 months. Yeah, well, this is also new. I stopped cutting my facial hair because I was going to start a poll for all of our viewers to cast their vote for how to shave my facial hair. I'm a little afraid though, because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna either have huge pork chop sideburns with a mustache, I'll have a cop mustache, or I'm gonna have something wacky otherwise. You know, I could always pick some specific ones that I could live with, but I've done them all. I've already intentionally, of my own volition, done almost anything I could do with my facial hair. But right now, I don't know that I want to. So I've just been really lazy about it, and I just haven't done anything. I haven't done anything. There's a lot of female streamers who are seeing success from cleavage on here. I saw someone the other day. I don't want to go into great details, but this was just one of those moments. Front page on Twitch. Front page on Twitch was a female, probably early 30s. All the cleavage you could ever fit on a screen. Push-up bra into a V-neck cut cleavage shirt. Chest out. Camera tilted at the right angle, so you don't get the face, but you center on. You still get the face, but you center on the cleavage. And she was speaking almost in tongues, and I thought for the first 5 minutes, because I left it on for about 10 minutes, because I was so confused why this was front page on Twitch. I thought she was a little slow. The way she was talking with the delays, like what I'm having right now. Hey, Snore 23 followed earlier, not right now. The way she was talking was borderline special, and she had like 4,000 people in her room. Front page Twitch, partner, cleavage, lots of cleavage. And she was speaking in tongues. Her sentences were not making sense. They were like these half poetic, you know, like a attempt to rhyme all this. It was ridiculous. And then right as I was about to leave, she stopped and started talking normal. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then I had some renewed faith because I realized she was doing that intentionally, which is actually quite difficult. So then I was somewhat impressed, but it was still all about the cleavage. It was all about the cleavage, is what it was. It was the cleavage. But yes, there's a lot of that. Even with the new Twitch TOS rules and all that crap, you can still get away with a lot of cleavage. Alright, so you know what I'm going to do since we're sort of waiting anyways. I'm going to add some extra possibilities. So if we fail, then we're going to random edit this. Alright, so we're gonna grab this. I'm gonna make hunts a little bit better, guys. Just, it's only gonna take like a second. We're gonna do random 4, 1 4, and then we're gonna say if if we're gonna have to store it in a variable. So set cvar temp random. So now temp will have a random number. So if temp, if cvar, I'm gonna probably break hunts. Watch this. I'm gonna break the hunt mechanic by trying to make it better.
Yeah.
So if cvar temp equals 1, then we do this. Else, if cvar temp equals 2, do this. Alright, now I'm going to just copy and paste this portion And I'm gonna put this. We're gonna put that there. All right. Seavar, elusive. Seavar hunted. But if not, then Seavar equals 2. And if not, then it equals 3. But if not, then it equals 4. So now we just have to come up with 4. Oh god, I'm so breaking this. Hey, hi guys. No, it's about the money. Let's be honest, but I would think they make sites for what they want to show off. Yeah, of course it's about the money. I mean, she's there streaming for money. I mean, maybe not. Some people just like attention. I mean, you can't guarantee it. Guarantee it, right? Some people just like the attention. You know, you want your likes on Facebook, you want your thumbs up, you want your hearts on your Pinterest or whatever the heck that's out there, right? So if you can sit there and talk and have like 4,000 people entranced on your chest while you say whatever you want, that's a lot of attention. So even if there's not money involved, I bet you there would be a lot of people that would show off that cleavage just to get all that attention and love. Maybe they don't know that their chest is showing a lot. Perhaps they're really gamers at heart, looking to share their joy. Now, I was willing to go to the other place, but I don't know that I could go there. I'm sorry. Nope, I'm not going to be able to say that that's the case. All right, so temp Seavar equals temp 1. All right, if temp 2, then that user must be blind because they walked right past that target. All right, temp 3. If Seavar temp 3. Alright, so temp 3, that user could not find user, I'm gonna run out of space, passed out and forgot about that target. Alright, so far so good. And if CV or CV temp 4, then user. What's a good way to fail a hunt? Somebody give me something. What is a good way to fail a hunt, guys? So we're failing people on the hunts right now. Oh my gosh. DangerX TV left us. What's going on, DangerX TV? I see you leaving us at 8:49 p.m. Eastern Standard Time from Michigan. What is going on there, my friend? I need a method to fail a hunt, guys. Give me something good. How did they fail the hunt? How did they fail the hunt? Oh, we got tons of text left. Oh, we're good. How did they fail the hunt? Spiraling, I know you've got some good answers for me. How did they fail? Let's change up the genre, shall we? Change up the genre. Let's get some EDM rocking. 147 hours of EDM. Okay, maybe we don't want to do EDM. 18 hours of hip-hop. I don't see any answers, guys. What, are you falling asleep on me? Are you falling asleep on me? Don't make me send out the Crocs. Don't make me send out the Crocs. I will send those Crocs out. I will send those Crocs out. An equipment failure. Alright, sounds good. Users almost caught their prey. You got it, We're in there. We're in there. Alright, so we have one statement. Alright, where are we at? Where are we at? So here's one if. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's the right amount of brackets. All right, so now we should, if it's working, we should now have. That's a good one. I'm going to replace one of the other one here. Pass that. User tried to. Oh, we out of space? Is that the last? Is that it? Oh, we just fit it. We just fit it. I'm gonna put an I'm gonna take out a comma and put in an exclamation. Oh my God.
we are going somewhere, I don't know where. So we'll be back around 20 minutes, Dad said. So see you guys. Daddy will see you guys in 20 minutes. See ya. Just wait 20 minutes.
Who are you talking to? What?
Schrodinger put cats inside a box. Someone please call PETA. That's quite unorthodox. Is the Heisenberg uncertainty principle all in effect? Zombie cats both alive and dead. Well, what did you expect? When deciphering the binary, the waveform goes away. If you measure probability of specific quantum states, you can't know a priori how an atom might behave. Yet through this observation, the universe is changed. What? I've never seen a cat like that. Schrodinger, I'm sorry, but you might get slapped. Yeah, you won't get slapped at the very same time. Why can't you make up your mind? Micro to macro, classical to quantum. Superpositions, I think we have a problem. When you check on the cat, is he alive or dead? You say both, but now you're messing with my head. The multiverse has got me down. How can I be in the woods while I'm also downtown? And don't say Central Park. I mean a place where I can catch Pokemon after dark. Two answers at once. That's the haps. Like Kellyanne Conway's alternative facts. Live while I'm dead. Schrodinger said it. Many possible worlds. You can go ask you Everett. A future state like being asleep while at a Chainsmoker show where that happens constantly. Hold on, the possibilities are ample. Let me think about it. I can find a new example. Shaggy asked how magnets work. Unpaired electrons. Don't feel like a jerk. 7 million records sold. That's a lot, ICP. While juggalos are criticized for lacking PhDs. And how can Twisted keep dissing Violent J when he hooked them up? That's not okay. On VegaLovers.net, I press refresh. A Hot 97, just getting upset. He's like, Tech Nine's a way, but we paved the way. Blase Rose got dropped, I don't know what to say. And by the way, I saw Twisted at Webster Hall. A fight broke out, and the lights went on. You can't Dan Hatch again. Jamie and Paul, why'd you have 7 openers that night after all? So what is a juggalo? I don't know. I left with a really sad feeling that show. Coming home, my girlfriend called me on the phone. She said packages were stolen from the lobby. I'm like, yo, we called the cops and described the box. 1 minute it was there, then 1 minute it was not. I'm like, oh my god, it's like Schrodinger's cat. The cops like, what? I'm like, imagine that. Okay, maybe I think I might be getting off track. In a song about quantum physics and cats. My point is that a deterministic vision might limit your view and be a prison. While the probability that this verse is too long is 100%. So let's finish the song. I've never seen a cat like that. Schrodinger, I'm sorry, but you might get slapped. Yeah, you won't get slapped at the very same time. Why can't you make up your mind? Micro to macro, classical to quantum. Superpositions, I think we have a problem. When you check on the cat, is he alive or dead? You say both, but now you're messing with my head. I've never seen a cat like that.
So guys, if you're still here, I'm still working on a little major screw up. I'll be back in a moment.
It's a crisis in my city, blood leaking out the light from my city. Somebody gonna be dying tonight in my city. The sun never shine, no light in my city. Do they understand the fight in my city? The plight if you black or white in my city. You're brown in my city, going down in my city. The news don't even come around in my city. That's cause the Southside shoot, and this ain't new. The mayor won't do, the governor too. BD's vice lords, Latin kings, blast on GDs in the 2-6. 200 plus gangs and some new clicks. 200 died, that's a news clip. They want the National Guard at your front door. They wanna tank down your street like a won't war. Nobody wanna talk about the causes. 1,000 plus shots cut they losses. If any of them live, 30 years in jail. If you catch them, stop them frisk, don't ask and tell. 50 people died on Orlando from a terrorist killer go commando. Make the national story on demand grow. But if you die in the shower, where's your candles? Was it pray for us? Was it we are them? Was it hashtag? Was it outrage? Was it crowdfunding from the funeral service? They black or brown, they deserve to murder. They deserve to die. They have it coming. Are they SOL? Should we be sad or something? How you really feel? Have the city killed? Long as you got yours, is it still?
Bloody Chicago and racism on display. It is truly shocking that in the United States of America, you can have a situation in primarily black neighborhoods where innocent men, women, and children are being gunned down consistent by vicious drug dealers. That's been going on for years in Chicago, and little is being done about it. Here are the shocking stats out today. Homicides in Chicago up 70% so far this year from last year. Non-fatal shootings up 87%. The overwhelming majority of the victims are black.
It's pain in my city. A lot of people die, no names in my city. All the students blame no gangs in my city, but ain't one gun store or range in my city. So how they get things in my city? Heroin packs of cocaine in my city. Last time I checked, it don't grow in my city. You really think cops don't know in my city? They'd rather see the south side shoot. This ain't new shit, the west side too. The mayor won't do, the governor too. Obama gave 17 speeches, won't do. Nope. Another kid vid with his weapon drawn, throwing down the set, so now he repping wrong. Talking hella reckless on his Snapchat till they catches him. Another clap, clap. Lot of red tape, lot of shell cases, more revenge killing, lot of hell raisers. We've been brainwashed so slowly. Kill each other or die from the police. Difference is the police go free, but your black, the 100 years OT. Little shorties on the block think they OGs. All they know is click clack. Whole squeeze, tear down the jets, close down their schools, let in their water, set them up to lose, set them up to fail, standardize they test, kick them out the school, tell their moms it's best, give them the sale, then make the rest, put them in the system, now you know the rest, with that felony charge, he never get a job, here go a pistol, go and solve the problem.
1,014 people shot so far this year in Chicago. The human toll is staggering. Now let me ask you a very simple question. If that were happening in Beverly Hills or Georgetown or Park Avenue here in New York City, would the authorities not solve the problem? We all know the answer to that question. Thus, the only conclusion that we can arrive at is that racism is a plague. The situation is getting worse by the day. There is no National Guard in these neighborhoods. The Chicago police force is in disarray with charges of racism against it. And the new police chief in Chicago seems to be overwhelmed. Poor people living in the free fire zones are as threatened as anyone living in Afghanistan. Where is the National Guard? Where is a flood of police officers patrolling on foot 24/7 in these violent neighborhoods? Again, this atrocity, these murders, shouldn't be happening in the USA. It is long past time for a state of emergency to be declared in certain Chicago neighborhoods. It is also long past time for gun-wielding thugs to be punished severely, with very long prison terms. Finally, a direct message for folks trapped in bad Chicago neighborhoods. You guys have got to speak out. You have to march, you have to demonstrate, you have to protest. Don't count on Black Lives Matter, or Al Sharpton, or Jesse Jackson, or even President Obama. They haven't shown up. They don't seem to care.
process right now with learning IoT, MQTT, home automation, and messing around with that like little $30 computer. Yeah, it's Pi Day, fools. Not a real pie. Not a day goes by, I can say no lie that I don't hop in my Raspberry Pi. Hit up a slew of YouTube tutorials. Now it's falling into place like a little choreo. Everything's covered wall to wall like parkour. Started off small and now I'm getting hardcore. Every single day I'll be getting more smug. Home Assistant IO be my automation hub. And let me set things straight. No keyboard or monitor, I SSH. Yeah, you can't see me when I encrypt all my traffic through my VPN. You wanna try and track me, then be my guest. You couldn't find me even with my DNS. If you really want to, I will be direct. When I do not catch these hands is the address. Do your research, that's what you'll get, man. Working on my music anywhere like a jet. Man, it's so fly to be so close by. All my files anytime just cause these code lines. My syntax layout strong like Snorlax. But you will never get this like your name Borat. If you bout that life, do it for the pie, man. Gotta rep the pie till you die, man. Do it for the pie, do it for the pie. It's not a real pie, so please don't eat it. Do it for the pie, do it for the pie. It's not a real pie, so please don't eat it. Do it for the pie, do it for the pie. It's not a real pie, so please don't eat it. Do it for the pie, do it for the pie. It's not a real pie, so please don't eat it. Oh no! The night's out, I'm about to turn, yo, lights out. Because it's past 10, own tracks as we're home. So the lights turn off from the location on our phone. All of my lights, maybe the right side got a night bright that turns on at the notion of my finger when I swipe right. And if it's date night, I gotta set the mood, man, for no reason at all. Cause I gotta be that dude, man. Ha, creepy, I know. It's just all up in my guts like GPIO. Flow like Nile, watcher like Giles. Open VPN, all of my files. Got machines having combos, MQTT. Bruh, automation makes it beat too easy. My homie John's gold, like C3P. Oh yeah, my code's fixed, now we in completely. Everything's in sync, I guess I caught it Unity. Snippets of code from the Hash web community. Started off like I'm trying to learn Tamil. Now I SSH nano, type it in my YAML. Lines, I'll do it. Temperature control it. You're the one who broke into my house, I'll know it. If you wanna ride, Amazon got a holler, man. Computer does it all for like $35, man. Do it for the pie, do it for the pie. It's not a real pie, so please don't eat it. Do it for the pie, do it for the pie. It's not a real pie, so please don't eat it. Do it for the pie, do it for the pie. It's not a real pie, so please don't eat it. Do it for the pie, do it for the pie. It's not a real pie, so please don't eat it.
The zombie T-Rex is back, undid swag with that old school rap. Cause it's Curtis Blow with that nerdist flow, getting pterodactyl fly on the track. 4 records deep, 5 EPs, 1 mixtape, cause you can't kill me. Poison when I spit it, Komodo dragon, nerdcore royalty, kimono dragon. Sesco by daily and loquaciousness, no rapper ever born did a rhyme like this. MC Lars with the rhythmic alacrity, oratory skills causing mad catastrophe. The whole crew sick, like Kubrick, got your eyes wide shut for this apocalypse. Let's face it, I'm an awesome rapper, post-punk laptop velociraptor. Never won't dumb it down for the mainstream fan, cause the mainstream fan has lame taste, man. Yeah, I said it. And I'm flying over hurdles, keep it underground like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. See a funny thing happen on my way to the stage. Waylaid by a stegosaurus, stacking on my leg. When I made my escape, it was way too late. Got that T-virus strain all up in my veins, bringing pain like the Necronomicon. Iguanagon loose up at Comic-Con, tearing up your lawn like a Moklodon. Take away your girl like I was Donkey Kong. Jurassic Park this van in your city every time I rock a show. Cause the fans all bounce when I light up the room with that pyroclastic flow. Yo! No mercy, no surrender. Zombie T-Rex, I'm killing it forever. No mercy, no surrender. Zombie T-Rex, I'm killing it forever. No mercy, no surrender. Zombie T-Rex, I'm killing it forever. No mercy, no surrender. Zombie T-Rex, I'm killing it forever. Cause I'm DIY from the heart. Music that Lars, he came to straight rocket. Music that burning down your local hot topic. Music that KRS-One on my album. Music that, of course you know I've read up on Malcolm. Music that PMA all day. Music that guy who gave you K-Flay. Music that R.I.P. Pat Wood. Music that only wanna do a bit of good. Music that got here on my own. Music that hey, it's Weird Al on my phone. Music that lit hop Edgar Allan Poe. Music that show your English teacher how to flow. Music that TED Talk, read a book. Music that look at Scissor Crack on the hook. Music like no mercy, no surrender. Zombie T-Rex, I'm killing it forever. Zombie T-Rex. No mercy, no surrender. Zombie T-Rex, I'm killing it forever. Zombie T-Rex. No mercy, no surrender. Zombie T-Rex, I'm killing it forever. Zombie T-Rex. No mercy, no surrender. Zombie T-Rex, I'm killing it forever.
Our top story tonight, a herd of zombie dinosaurs is loose in San Francisco, causing more damage and destruction than the city has ever seen. We go now live to the Golden Gate Bridge, where a zombie Tyrannosaurus Rex is currently ripping apart the suspension cables and pushing cars into the bay. Coming up after the break, San Francisco has already seen its local coffee markets impacted by these zombie dinosaurs, what these developments mean for your organic Arabica, and then enterprising young people are bringing gentrification to dinosaur caves and dens. We find the city's best apocalyptic food trucks, and finally, an Oxford study finds that white kids are still not hyphy. What can you do to help? We'll cover it after the break.
Same thing, middle my chain hang, cause me and my on the slang thing, stayed the same lane till money trains came. Talking I'ma maintain, water whip, I can rain cane. My down, think she the trap queen, I flip the Fetty Wap and get it back clean. I'm a real I don't effing worry. Got shooters outside like they Stephen Curry. He talking crazy like a hell of a soldier. We take his down like we deliver Dover. That's 2 texts, my ruthless. Bar your fingers up, now show your crew sets. Either you reppin' this or you reppin' that. I got the toolie for your foolie, where your weapon at? Got the late call from the big homie. Told me fall through with them bricks on me. Start the one
think that I shall never see. My cataracts are blinding me.
Moment, Hans moment, can't keep Hans moment down. Moment, Hans moment, can't keep Hans moment down. Moment, Hans moment, can't keep Hans moment down. Moment, Hans moment, can't keep Hans moment down.
Hans Moment is his name, aka Ralph Mellis. She's a stone cold player, Artie Ziff was mad jealous. When he dated Summer first, plus he's only 31. Drinking ruined his life, it's such a sad story, son. Got a knife in his cane and a fire in his loins. The indie movie star who took a football to the groin. Burns thought he was a leprechaun, drilled him in the head. Slept with Lars Ulbricht's grandmother, then chilled with her in bed. He's more metal than Metallica, though that's not so hard. Homer drove him off the cliff, so impatient in his car. He was hauling Poe's house, just another day for Hans. But he's back on his feet, cause he's the mother flipping man. You know there's no escape from the fortress of the moles. He's been burnt, run over, buried, but he's still on a roll. He's been radiated, detonated, heartbroken twice. The Lazarus of Springfield always coming back to life. His name is Moment, Hans Moment. You can't keep Hans Moment down. He's the bad luck Brian up on 20 Oak Grove. Hipster glasses so thick and brown. Moment, Hans Moment. You can't keep Hans Moment down. Cause he's trying out for Poochie while he's waiting on his kidney. He's the talk of the whole darn town. Have you seen his green pants? Have you seen his new shirt? He wasn't yelling boo, he was yelling blue urns. Attacked by Roomba robots gone anthropomorphic. He's part Ruby the dog and part Kenny McCormick. He was riding on his Harley on the cover of his bio. Crashing the planet Hype, yeah, he's been up there for a while. He was texting Homer, hit him, well surprised, he survived. He's twice as cool as Wheelhouse, though he can't really drive. Have you ever felt crushed by the weight of the planet? If you have, let me tell you that Hans Moment understands it. You've gotta get up, you've gotta put on your tie. Lace up your orthopedic shoes and look up at the sky. And say, hey, solar race, today you won't burn me up. Keep that moment PMA, you can break out of that rut. Cause when you're stuck in the snow, when you're starting to turn purple, just remember Hans Moment when the wolves start to circle. Moment, Hans Moment, you can't keep Hans Moment down. Cause he's like cowabunga dudes with a skateboard in his hand. Hipster glasses so thick and round. Moment, Hans Moment, you can't keep Hans Moment down. Even in his iron lung, well, he's still dependable. He's the talk of the whole darn town. This player was the mayor over 30 years ago. Brought an anthem to the people, he told everyone he wrote. Then one day it was discovered that the whole thing was a hoax. So they tied him to a horse out in the desert, let him go. This player was the mayor over 30 years ago. Brought an anthem to the people, he told everyone he wrote. Then one day it was discovered that the whole thing was a hoax. So they tied him to a horse out in the desert, let him go.
Moment, can't keep Hans Moment down.
We finna get right. Checking the bank and they said it'd be clear by tonight. Night. You look like you need a vacation, girl, let's take a flight. This is the shit when it hit, it'll change your life. That's on my life. We finna get right. Checking the bank and they said it'd be clear by tonight. Night. You look like you need a vacation, girl, let's take a flight. This is the shit when it hit, it'll change your life. That's on my life. We finna get. I took a power nap about an hour back. Down the snack, now I'm back. Q-coat air where the shower's at. With a pack of condoms and a shower cap. Now I don't know where your trousers at. Shut up and
metabolical. DNA in my molecules, let me chew through these rap dudes like fast food. What about you? Seriously though, what about you? Who was even thinking about you? Oh, John Rapper, you a non-factor, talking about you next like the X Factor. Shit. Ain't nobody trying to hit it bullshit you coming with. Better sit the down, won't be drinking another round of this. Yeah, I done told y'all, I done showed y'all we see. Damn right. Don't believe me, just watch. Lay up and step, I'm contemplating constantly about conversation. So miss me with that condescending conversation. I know you're hating, mad at me cause I'm focused. Fear ain't never been an option. And if you think that we stopping or in the bucket, we just getting it popping. Yeah, thinking outside of the box. I color outside of the lines. Your business ain't none of my business. I won't speak on yours, so don't speak on mine. My grandma stuck on match, trying to check that bag. Hashtag you trash. What you talking? Put him in the coffin. Hell dog at the hood on smash. Get right. Checking the bacon, they said it'd be clear by tonight. Night. You look like you need a vacation, girl. Let's take a flight. This is the shit when it hit it change your life. That's on my life. We finna get right.
I'm selling what they buying. I'm killing without trying. And you know I ain't lying. Got my free flag flying. I'm selling what they buying. I'm killing without trying. And you know I ain't lying.
I slow it down when I roll around. They love to feel that bass. I slow it down when I roll around. They love to feel that bass. I slow it down when I roll around. They love to feel that bass. Especially in they face.
This one's for every beautiful has-been. The loves of past, future, and my present, presented to me delicately pressed into a memory. I can feel the brush inside my mind, painting what one might look like lying on the sofa and another just plain lying, a previous me crying for lack of proper goodbying. And it's also for you, every person with has-beens. You who filed old emotional baggage into recycle or trash bins. Which one goes where? I guess it depends on where it ends, if it ends. If there was ever really a chance that it's the end of summer, but we can still be friends. My mind is a bit of a museum, art everywhere, you might stop and stare if you could see them. Lucky for me though, you probably never will. They're not exactly painful, but still. I've tried so many times to pry the parchment down with careful fingers, and that's when I see it. Tiny cracks in the artwork, the starts of tears, so I leave it. It's fitting for a haunted house to have art that's beautifully tragic. If Scooby-Doo and crew rolled through my mind, I'd like to think they'd find themselves enthralled by the magic. Long before they ever saw the ghoul behind the facade, working my heartstrings and brain synapses at the same synchronized, methodical, odd pace. Hoping to get at me, bring it all back and see. If now is tragedy, past is my majesty. If it still matters to be in the presence of clouds of perfume that could make up the essence of tears, fears, trust, and lust. Beers, jeers, dust, and fluff that could fill in the gaps of my story as I heard it. Pad all the parts that aren't perfect, to blur the worst and cover the worthless, to blot out the parts that I once found disturbing. Convince me the past is uncomforting. Heaven resign my own mind to be forcibly sentenced to wallow inside of the trap of resentment and drag all my effort away from the present. Ups and downs and ins and outs. Smiles on frowns on brand new towns whenever I need rest. I know there's a velvet room with paintings to my left, and a box of paper pieces up to the drum in my chest. Ups and downs and ins and outs, I come back and rest. With smiles on frowns on brand new towns whenever I need rest. I know there's a velvet room with paintings to my left, and a box with sliver pieces class. Other times, it's with the screeching brakes too slow to prevent a crash. Each footprint in the path, each with the same promise of being the last. Me, I've learned to glance back and gently laugh, or at least give a knowing smile. Because love is all mistakes and perfection in equal parts. And if I've ever seen one, love is a work of art.
This is a song about a very minor character from Rick and Morty. Are you serious? Here we go. On a distant planet populated by another race, it's a sixth podcast. Who might slap you in the face? He's Kazor field, and he wants his enchiladas. Vitriolic rage, well, you know he's got a lot of. Pencils that he hurls while John reads the paper. And just like Morty Jr., no discretion's in his nature. Cat hack is working, and he don't like you either. Smack you in the head with the telephone receiver. Spitting racial epithets, spilling coffee on the table. A dark and sick reality since Rick hooked up the cable. It's got the money, got the...
broken. Hey, my friend, how are you? How are you? I was doing good. Messed up my evening here. Ended up screwing up some orders. Got lost in my fray of a crazy afternoon. First time it's ever happened, but it sucks. No, I have video playing. I will be doing that soon. I've got to do a couple more montages. Then I have about 400 hours of video to process. So that'll take like days. But no, I'm recoding the bot. Recoding the bot. Adding in a stream champion system where the viewers can challenge each other. Well, challenge the current champion to become stream champion. Get their name displayed on the stream. They get extra currency, other perks perhaps. Maybe give them access to some commands that only the champion has access to. Yeah, working on getting that set up. Programming. Unfortunately, the software that I'm using is relatively limited on its capabilities with this, so I'm having to work around the shortcomings of it to try and make it work. And only having some success in the process, unfortunately. Only having some success. I'm hoping to get this done soon. Bots are amazing. There's so much you can do with them, but at the same time, they can really suck up time and make you want to just smack yourself. Oh, what's going on? Why isn't this working? But yes, you're definitely welcome to throw questions my way. I will be happy to help when dealing with bots. What do you use for? What do you use for your cross stream? Since you're a Mixer Twitch streamer, or do you generally only stream one or the other? I mean, I see you on both. I just don't know that I've checked to see if I've seen you both on both simultaneously. I'm still reeling from this screw up. I mean, aside from a couple, maybe two to disappointed customers and $25 worth of company loss, you know, it was what would probably be considered a ridiculously minor loss. But it's one of those things where when you screw up something that you take pride in doing properly, it just smacks you hard. You do both at the same time. So what are you using Restream, or do you have something else set up to multicast? Yeah, my mind's still reeling from it. Still reeling from it. Yeah. Cool. So yeah, what do you use for a bot then? What do you use for your bot? So if you need more currency name. So if user is rank. Streamlabs chatbot for both. So I haven't used Streamlabs chatbot. You should check out this. Make sure I have the right. Yeah. That's what I use. Very configurable. They have their own community. It handles Mixer and Twitch. Very, like I said, very programmable. A lot that you can do with it. You can do relays with it, and you can do all the normal commands and timer commands and sound effects and all the gadgetry. Yeah, I looked at that. Then a lot of people suggested a chatbot. Yeah, I mean, there's, from a simplicity standpoint, the Streamlabs bot is simple. It just works. And all the basics just work pretty well with Scortbot. It still has configuration. I mean, you still have to dig in, and you still have to do the connections to your services. You still have to do all this basic stuff that you don't have to do with Streamlabs, because you just click connect with Twitch, and then you click connect with Mixer, and you're good to go. And it doesn't quite happen otherwise. Alright, so we have 2, 3, those are all in there. Let me look here. Where was that again? Where was that if statement? So if, there's the second one. Yeah, I've got those brackets in the wrong spot. I knew that was what it was. Or something close to that. You're going to have to dedicate the time to learn more about bots. Yeah, I mean, it's just like anything, you know. You look at the big guys, and they have their programmer, they have their graphics artist, they have their video editor, they have their management squad. They're at a point now where they have a team of people that they're paying that handles this stuff. But you and I, friend, we have to do it ourselves. we have to do it ourselves, because if we don't do it, ain't nobody gonna do it. Alright, yeah, that's what I wanted. Alright, so I got a large statement. It's not working because something is in the wrong spot. So here's this is all within here, and here's this one. So if that, then this, and if not, then this. Yeah, I don't. I gotta copy this down and put it in a spot where I can read it better. I gotta put this in a spot where I can read it better, because I'm not reading it right. Let's type this correctly. This, that, here, this, that, here. But yeah, video editing will be happening soon. I managed to find a way. I don't know. Do you save your videos at this point? Are you recording to your local drive? Or are you just letting whatever stays on the system stay on the system? Or are you also multi-streaming to YouTube so that YouTube saves them indefinitely? Which is also a handy way to keep all of your videos without actually having to store them in your own space. Yeah, but all our saves. So brain fart. So I just found a way to, I just finally, after a ton of time, free time, doesn't really exist, found a way to quickly cut my videos into 20-minute segments. You have to spend a lot of money on ridiculous software to do it, and then it's still oftentimes a lot of manual work. There's a text-based video editor, command-line text-based video editor that will rip them into 20-minute segments or whatever time segments you want with like 2 clicks. And I was literally spending like too much time. Like a single 5-hour stream would cost me like an hour cutting it down and sort of getting it ready to prep to send. And this does it in like 2 minutes, hands-free. Yep, YouTube is handy. I save them all locally too, so I don't have to deal with YouTube, but I have some pretty large hard drives. So I'm a little over half full right now, but I've got like 500 hours of video in there, so I need to get it dealt with, but I still have some time. So fortunately, we'll be able to push it a little bit more. Alright, I wonder if I can highlight. That would be amazing if I could highlight. This is not equal 1. Alright, so that is set. Then we have this. Randomly grabs a number from 1 to 5. Simple. And then we say if. So that one connects to there. And then we have this one, which connects to there. And then we have this one, which connects to there, and then this one that connects to there. Spell the word right. So this doesn't. That connects to the whole statement. Alright, so that is 4, 5. Yeah, man, no problem. Good luck tonight. Have fun. I'll be dipping out momentarily anyways. I've got so much more to work on. I'm just trying to see if I can get a couple things finished. Peace, man. Have a great night. We'll catch you soon. Thanks for chilling, stopping by, and saying hi. Thank you, thank you. Alright, so here's this one's first, second. I'm not sure what I'm listening to. I'm not sure what I'm listening to. Oh man, my green screen was messing up and I didn't even notice it for long periods of time. That is sad. How about we play something upbeat? Something a little upbeat, perhaps. A little bit more upbeat. Alright, so this cuts off this whole thing. So this if statement. So this right here is the beginning of the fail. Is there any way to highlight this text? I mean, I guess I could do this. Here. So this is many stacked if statements. This one, if user fails to track down. I mean, the way that little copy pasta from their own statement here right into my So it needs to go before. It needs to go at the end of its statement. End of its specific statement. So here's this if, and this is the end of this if statement. So this if statement, here's our true, and then here's our false. So we would have to put it here. Here's our true. Here is our false. Here's our true. Here's our false. So if condition true, false. Seems like that's going to break it. And that the if should be in the true, which would mean rewriting it tremendously. Right, let's jump back over this way. Let's jump back over this way. Alright, we're gonna put this back. Now we're gonna say bum.
I'm going to the A one.
So here's the beginning of our false statement. But here it's not even in the beginning of the false statement, it's in the positive. Which means I'd have to write this all over. It's greater than 1. User 50. Alright, so there's our success statement. And then here is our here's our number 1. Here is our number 2. Here is our number 3. Here is our number 4. So let's try this. If we fail, then or if we succeed in failing, then we draw a random number and say and we put this here. So this is on a failure. We'll start with this. Oh shoot, that's not gonna work. That's not going to work, because if we say it's equal to 4, then it's going to give a true statement, and then it's going to go back into the next one, and it's going to say, is this true? And it's going to say, no, of course it's not, because it's equal to 4, and then it's going to fail. So the way I had it written, it should have been correct. It should have been correct. Because it's in the failures. It's in the failures where it's doing it. Okay, is it working now? Okay, and now it's just working. Hunt GoDaddy. What's up, Xena Aphrodite bot? No targets provided. Hunt Bobo. So one of them is failing to pass the target. Alright, so anyways, this is all unnecessary. Let's get rid of this. And this, and all of this. This, and this, and all of this. And this, and this, and all of this. Alright guys, we're going to be leaving in 5 minutes. So that one doesn't work. Here's the testings. So the target doesn't pass, which means user try to keep stamina. Almost caught their prey with trips, and all right, go ahead and get your shoes on. Actually, we're gonna be leaving pretty much now. Ivy, I don't know why you feel it's your job or duty to tell your brother what to do. Any idea? What's that? She can hear me. She's just outside the door. Hunt. Save. Hunt. Edit.
So turn it off?
Yep. Turn them off. Shoes on, jackets on.
I asked if when Mom was gonna be home
Probably before we are.
So she's gonna be home before we are?
Probably.
Before we are? Is that what you said?
Yes.
So we don't need her at home?
Yes.
We leave.
Yep.
I want to go to bed.
Alright, head out to the car. Boop, boop, boop.